What about a piece of pipe? That's a good idea. Gotta be a piece of pipe around there. Oh yeah. Here we go. It's big guns. Guy had a better idea. No, I'm thinking maybe that all of the heat that was produced there may have made. Oh, there it goes. Not so difficult. Basically, in order to make the engine pass smog regulations, they take the exhaust and blow it with the turbo back into the cylinders, and recombust it to try to burn all the soot. And what happens is, I guess it ends up in the crankcase and turns your oil all black and sooty, like the tests said. And they were right. There's plenty of soot in there. Just when you got 6 cylinders and one of the crank shafts is not getting any oil,
your engine's gonna see.
And it never. That's why they call it broken in. Once your engine's broken in, you're good to go. This one's never broken in.
That's a wrench.
That's the big one.
Para pintar el cabello.
That'll get you.
He's on his best behavior.
I'll let it go this way. He doesn't understand a word of English. Oh, there it goes. Oh, yeah. Oh, something broke. Yeah. Check it out. Look at this. Now this, when they did the inspection on the oil, they checked it for all sorts of different metals, and they found aluminum and iron. Here's what used to be the bearing that the engine rode on.
Wow.
That actually clicked, like click.
Yep.
There's the bearing is still stuck on there. It spun a bearing, which would make sense. See, now the engine just runs as free as can be. Look at that. Woo-wee! Owning a manufacturing company, I have employees that, every once in a while, they make a mistake. And when they're drilling a hole, they don't drill the hole deep enough, or so on and so forth. So eventually, you make hundreds of thousands of parts. You're going to mess 1 or 2 of them up. And you can't inspect all the parts you make. So you get a bad part like this, you put it in an engine and it fails, you back up your warranty, right? Otherwise you go out of business. But in the way things are today, the government comes in and bails you out of bankruptcy and then sells you off to a foreign country, and they don't give a shit whether Americans have a warranty on their goddamn cars or not. Excuse my French, or Italian maybe. There's the bad bearing. There's another one right here. It's going to get really dirty in here. There is the unsooty, in other words, no soot all over it. That is the bottom of the crankshaft.
Jesus.
The top of the crankshaft is still connected to the piston inside the engine. Now, if we turn this thing sideways, we could push the piston right on out and take a look at that too, probably, onto the new engine. Wow, that was amazing. Oh, look, that's where the oil's supposed to come out. Oh, wow, far. Man, look, see that circle right there?
Yeah.
That's where the oil's supposed to come out. If oil was coming out, how could anything get in? I'm trying to remember what they said, but with all the modern coatings and stuff they have for all the parts in an engine, it'll run for quite some time without oil, And so the fact that they said, oh, no, it never would have lasted that long if there was something, but that's not true. It may very well have never gotten oil in that journey. And that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm sticking with. I could actually go in and, I've got wire EDM machines in the shop next door. I could actually go in and section the crankshaft into pieces and cross-section those pieces and prove for a fact that those holes do not go through to the center where all the oil comes from. And when I do that, it still ain't gonna buy me nothing because I had to spend $15,000 on that brand new engine. Look at this, Louis.